So now we want to discuss about exceptions. Okay. So here exception is one of the activity which is used to handle the errors at runtime. Runtime means once we done the program, what are the errors is coming at the time of execution of our program. So that errors we want to handle. So how we can handle, while using exceptions only we can handle the errors. Okay. Then here we have three types of exceptions: predefined exceptions, user defined exceptions, and unnamed exceptions. Unnamed exceptions. So here, say example, predefined exception. It's a very important question. Interview point of their asking. How many types of exceptions? Okay. The next, predefined exception. It is one of the exceptions which are defined by Oracle. Okay. It is also one of the exceptions which is defined by Oracle people. There are 20 exceptions are available. There are 20 exceptions are available. So what are that 20 exceptions? Here, observe this one. No data found, too many rows, invalid cursor, cursor already open, invalid number, value error, zero divide, others, etc. Have you find out these exceptions earlier programs? Regularly we are getting these errors, right? No data found and too many rows and invalid cursor. So at the time of cursor declaration and cursor already open, when you are using the cursor attributes, percentage is open, at the time this error will be filed. Okay, then we will be working with one by one, then we can get the clarity. So first we want to work on predefined exception. In this predefined exception also we have 20 predefined exceptions are there, but we regularly use only few exceptions. Okay, we don't want to use all exceptions. We are using only few exceptions, 5 to 6 exceptions regularly used in our programming logic. Okay, then here observe this one. The first program means first exception, no data found. No data found. No data found means data does not available in our table. This exception is going to fire. Here, when a PLSQL block contains a select into class, every PLSQL block is a select class, right? Then here, and also if requested data not available in a table, Oracle server return an error. Okay, if in case, suppose say example, I have a table in EMP. Okay, in EMP table, I want to search who is the Raja, but Raja does not available in our EMP table. So in this point of time, system is going to return a message, no data found. Okay, no data found. So for that purpose, we are going to use this one. To handle this error, we are using no data found exception. We are using no data found exception. That related any error is occurred in our PLSQL block, that will be going to handle while using this no data found exception. Then let us say here we can check it. Observe this one. This exception will be right in exception block. So we already told you we have three blocks: a declaration block and execution block and exception block. Already we understand declaration block and execution block. We work on so many programs also. Now we want to enter exception block. Okay, after completion of our programming logic, we are going to write the exception block. Okay, then here we have a first we want to develop a simple program. In that program we can go to find out whether this exception is fire or not. If it is fire, how we can go to handle that? Okay, there. So morning class will be missing. Next, set pages, set lines, set server, output. EMP double line. So here now I want to develop a program. So now I am going to develop a simple program. Okay, then declare. I am defining one variable EMP percentage row type. Okay, then next I am going to write a begin. Here select star into I from EMP. Okay, I don't want to write any cursor, just I am going to specify a simple program. And finally I want to print dbms output dot put line. I dot EMP number, I dot ename. And close the program. Okay, it is a simple program. Now it is showing an error. Actually here no data found, it is not an error. It is an exception. It is giving us some information to us, our end users, right? Here observe what is the error here. Error means data not available in our table. Data not available in our table, then data not there. It is error. So that error is handled by which one? No data found. It is an exception. It is an exception. But here no data found, we cannot understand what is the use of that. End user cannot understand. So whether the employee is there or not, then it is clearly show us no data. For instead of that no data found, now I am going to display employee does not exist. Instead of no data found, I want to display a message is employee does not exist. So which is the comfortable? Employee does not exist is giving a full information to our end user. End user easily understand, okay, so person does not available in our database, right? So how we can go to write that one? So for that purpose we can use the exception. Okay, here for the exception will be write in exception block. We clearly tell to the machine it is an exception. From here onwards the exceptions is started. So observe this one. This is the execution block. Okay, means first one is declaration block. We clearly tell to the machine the first top one is the declaration, next one is execution, the last one is exception. Okay, then how we can go to handle our exception? Whenever, okay, no data found, no data found, then whenever this exception is fired, whenever no data found, when no data found, then okay, we'll print a message. Employee does not exist. Does not exist. Now close this one. Okay, here okay, now we close the program and let me check it. Actually here the earlier program, our program is correctly, our program is having the proper coding, right? Our program don't have any syntax error. Okay, but the error is showing it is a no data found. We done our program is successfully, but what happened? We are getting some confusion. Have you done any mistake in our program? But here the same coding is also repeated here, but I am going to including my exception. My program is correct work properly working. It is showing some message. the respected employee does not available in our database, right? In this manner we are using the no data found exception. Clear, all of you? Okay, so whenever we are going to expect the no data found, maybe suppose I am writing some program which is having 100 lines. Any point of time, is there any getting no data found error, we should use this exception. Automatically system is show us where exactly it is shows. Suppose say example, we are going to write the percentage row count, it is going to show us at which line also it is showing. Everything will be going to possible to do that. So for every record we can specify the record number. Based on that record number also we can understand where exactly the error is coming in our program. Okay, in coming classes we will be getting the clarity. Okay, then in this point of time we are using this no data found. Clear? Then suppose say example here in the same program I am passing parameter employee number. If you pass 4 once, it is showing employee does not exist. Suppose if you pass 7369, what happened? The respected employee information is going to show us, right? That is the reason. Then next we can go for too many rows. Too many rows means more than one record. Suppose say example here, observe this one. When a select into class, try to return more than one record. Try to return more than one record or more than one value, then Oracle server return a error. What is that? Error is exact fetch returns more than requested number of rows. Have you find out this error earlier programs? When? Department. Yes, exactly. Whenever we pass the department number or whenever we didn't specify any where class condition, we are getting this same error, right? And how we can go to handle that errors? Then we are going to use our respected this exception, too many rows exception. Let us say here, observe this one. The same program, where DEPT number equal to %D. Okay, then now here I am going to maintain this exception and also I want to maintain the too many rows exception. Is it possible or not? Yes. So because of one program have many errors, we don't know which errors, right? Suppose is there any 60th department? We don't have. If you specify 60th department, it will show us no one department is there. Suppose say example here, I am retrieving DEPT number, employee number. Also, I want to retrieve I dot DEPT number, and so here whenever the DEPT number does not have, okay, department not there, if in case suppose if you pass 40th department employees is there or not? We don't have 40th department employees, okay. No one employee does not available in this department. No one employee does not available in this department. If in case any no data found error will be occurred. Okay. Suppose here I don't want to stop my execution, then next when too many rows, then when too many rows, then dbms output dot put line, dbms output dot put line. So here more than one record is there, or else we can go to specify. We are not possible to show more than one record at a time in this program. If you use the loops, then it is possible. Okay, yeah. Now check it, what happened. So now you tell me which error is going to fire. Suppose, say example, now observe this one here. To the point of they are asking this question. I have two exceptions, no data found and too many rows. Now I am passing 10. Parameter is 10. Which exception is 5? Too many rows. Suppose I am passing 40. I am passing 40. Which exception is 5? 40th employee now not available in our employee table. 40th department, right? Which exception? So no data found will be going to file. Let it be check it. So analyze. Just imagine. Oh my God. Let it be check it. Where the EPT number equal to % D number. What is that? I dot EPT number. So employee does not exist in this DEPT. When too many rows, then line. More than one record does not fetch. Okay, then now we save the records and close it. Now I am passing 10. It is showing. So here 10th department is there. That is the reason it will show us more than one record does not fetch. So more than one record we cannot possible to fetch the data from the database. Means we can fetch it, but we cannot show it. Right? Suppose same program I executed. Now I am passing 40. Is there any employee in our 40th department? Employee does not exist in this 40th department. Actually 40th department is there, but no one is there. Means no data found is there. If the first condition is satisfied, the second exception is going to fire. Okay? If the first condition is does not satisfy, then second exception is going to fire. Clear? So what is your doubt? That is, or is there any new one? Okay. What happened? Yeah, that is the reason I am going to write my name. Yeah, then here. No. Error doesn't show us. That is the reason. That error we want to handle. We are going to expect so and so area. Is there any error? That error will be going to handle here. Observe this one. Very simple. Suppose I don't want to write this one. My program is in comment. That exception. Can you tell me which exception, which error is going to fire? Then now I am passing 10th department. Suppose here I am passing 40th department. Condition is true, right? Then no one is there. Suppose, say example, here I am going to write this one. We don't have any exceptions. Let it be. Just imagine what happened. We don't have any exceptions. So, what is the first one? Suppose now I am going to pass 10. Satisfied. Exact fetch returns. Suppose here 40th. In 40th no one is there. The condition is satisfied, right? In the first program, first I am passing this one 10. It is satisfied. Okay, condition is satisfied. In 10th department we have employees is there. Then but it is not possible to show us multiple employees information. In second time, what exactly I want to pass? 40th. 40th department is there. The condition is satisfied, but no one is there. In employee, we don't have any employee in 40th department. Are we clear or not? All of you. Right? That. So in this scenario, we are using this exception. So here, that errors I want to handle while using this exception. That is the reason I want to write this one. Okay. Now here it is showing clearly. If you pass 10, 10 is satisfied or not? Satisfied. But in 10, how many employees are there? 3. More than one record does not fetch. Then again, I am passing 100. Even though satisfy is a false, the condition is a false, automatically it is showing, observe this one. Employee does not exist in this department because of here we don't have any other exceptions. We don't have any other exception. We have only 2 exceptions. Suppose here observe this one. But actually 100 department does not there. 100 department does not there. So here whenever it is having suppose 40th, it is clearly shows. We are not taking any condition, right? Just you can just imagine when exactly the exception is going to fire. Error is fired, how we can handle that one? Right?
If there is no department, same message will be showing.
Then we want to display different message. We can display our own exception also. Let it be. We will go for next coming classes also. Okay. The next, invalid cursor. Invalid cursor means whenever we performing invalid operation on cursor. Can you tell me what are the cursor operations? Open, fetch and close. Apart from that 3 operations you can use any another operation in our cursor. Automatically this error will be fired here. Operation on the cursor, server returns an error, that is if you are trying to close the cursor without opening cursor. If you try to close the cursor without opening the cursor, then automatically the machine is going to return an error. What is that? Invalid cursor. So without open the cursor, how we can possible to close? It is not possible to close, right? Then here, let it be, we will check it. Declare cursor. Cursor name is select store from EM99. Next, begin. Prototype, begin. So now observe this one. I don't want to open the cursor. Directly I am going to specify loop and fetch C1 into I exit when C1 not found. Then dbms dot put line I dot emp number I dot ename, and here close end loop close C1 and end the program. Let me check it. Wrong number of values into the list. Oh, okay. Number ename fetch C1 into I. What happened here? Wrong number of values. Wrong number of values. Not the empty number. Fetch C1 into everything is same. Hmm? Oh, no, without log we can't pause. Line number 6. It is not possible here. Let it be. First we can check it whether it is working or not, first of all. It is working fine. Yes. Now it is showing invalid cursor. So here what happened? We didn't open our cursor, but we closed the cursor. We close the cursor. But in this point of time, here we are getting this error. So how we can go to handle this error? So actually here invalid cursor is an exception, right? Then how we can go to handle this one? This type. Okay, if in case any missing. Okay, now we want to go to write a exception. Then when invalid cursor, then it is display the message. dbms output dot put line. Then here we want to display the message is open the cursor properly. then end it. That error will be going to handle by this exception, right? Suppose, say example, here I have a question. So now I open the cursor, okay? Then what happened? Have you get the output or exception? Output will be getting, right? The exception does not getting any impact. Suppose I have one more question. I missed this one. I want to comment this cursor. What happened? The exception is going to fire or get the output. Exception is fire or get the output. Oh shit. Here, actually the first day, Pradeep is asking that question. What does that means? If you are unable to close the cursor, if you open the cursor, but we forgot to close the cursor, what happened? Nothing to worry. So whenever we are going to write the end syntax in the end of the program automatically closed by the cursor. Means close the cursor. Here, observe this one. If in case here also we did a mistake, right? We didn't close our cursor, but system does not show us as an error. It will show us output. Why? Because system automatically close the cursor while using the end syntax. Clear? All of you. Okay? But if you are not missing the, if you have not opened the cursor, automatically it shows. Right? Then that is the reason. Yeah, at the time we want to specify. If you have multiple cursors, we need to clearly tell to the machine. Okay, at the time we want to use this cursor, invalid cursor, or the cursor is already open. If in case, okay, if you open the cursor multiple times, at the time different. If you want to maintain the multiple cursors, then we should close that one. Okay. Next we can go for cursor already open. Cursor already open. Open means then here we open the cursor, loop, again we open the cursor. Again we open the cursor. What happened? Then which error will be getting? That here we open the cursor, start the loop, again open the cursor, again open the cursor, and here let it be check it. Cursor already open. Why? Because multiple times we open the cursor within the same program. Okay. So how we can handle this program? Then here exception when cursor already open, then dbms output dot outline. Please check the cursor is open multiple times or not. Clear? Just I want to print that message. Please check the cursor is open multiple times or not. Okay. Then if in case any time, multiple times you open, then here now I want to remove that one. Now what happened? Then we can get the output. Clear on that? Okay. So in this point of time we work with these exceptions. Okay. Now we start the next lesson. We will go for next exception. Okay. అది ఇంకా నాకు కన్ఫర్మేషన్ రాలేదు చదువు నేను వెయిటింగ్ చేస్తున్నా నీ దానికి నీ విషయం చూద్దాం సరేనా నేను చెప్తాను
అంటే ఇప్పుడు నార్త్ సైడ్ అంటే మా మమ్మీని అడిగాను సైడ్ అటు సైడ్ ఉండొచ్చు మేము ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ బాగుంటుంది సైడ్ అంటే మమ్మీ ఏమో చూద్దాం
లేదు ఇది హైదరాబాద్ది